CK52, the Saturday morning meeting, hey, it's a whole different way to think. It's a whole different way to process. We're just selling down on the two biggest certified months in the history of Toyota. Unbelievable. 0% on RAV4, 0% on Camry, 1.9 for 72 months on Tacoma and Corolla. Through August the 3rd. Get those customers in, finish this time period up, get these people taken care of. They really appreciate it. As we move away from these incentivized deals, time to go back to work. So let me focus on a very short Saturday morning meeting today. Let me take you back 20 years. 20 years ago, we had a call out of the phone book. I'm not making that up. You know, don't ever call the A's because everybody already called the A's. Maybe start with the M's. And you call a customer up, and just say, hey, may I speak to Mr. Johnson? Hey, I'm KC down at ABC Toyota, and I'm one of the salespeople down there, and I'm just wondering, are you interested in a Toyota? And if you make enough of those calls, somebody might say yes. And that's the way you processed it. You go after that customer and try to set an appointment. Or they call the dealership, and we try to set an appointment. The problem is we don't get paid for appointments. We get paid for deliveries. I don't know of a whole lot of dealerships that say, hey, you set 100 appointments this month, none of them came in, so let me make sure that I pay you 15 grand this month. So we've got a new avenue. It's the digital world. I've been talking about this for a decade. I've had salespeople that I've represented to you that have done a phenomenal job. But the problem is the traditional traffic with advertising has been so big to the dealership. I mean, you can walk in on a Saturday with nothing planned and end up selling 3 cars because you have 3 buyers that came in on Saturday. The problem is now the traditional buyers getting smaller and smaller. Let me bring up 2 companies. Not great companies yet, but Carvana and Vroom. Now, they've set up a digital platform, so they'll sell the car to you completely digitally and deliver the car to you and give you a 7-day return. If you don't like the car, we'll just come get it back. No cost to you, we'll give you all your money back. I'm not saying that they're the biggest company out there, but they are growing. They're in a growth spurt. So that means there is a percentage of buyers out there that, given the choice, they'd like to do everything digitally. COVID-19 has scared everybody, and people I talk to are saying, well, what's next? And there is a next. There's always a next. And so now the digital buyer has become bigger. Here's the way we process the digital buyer in most stores. And I hope I'm not talking about your store and I cause a big problem here. But I've got a BDC, and it's manned very well. And what the rule is with BDC from most manufacturers is when we get a lead and the customer says, I want some information about a 2020 Highlander, then what we do is we answer their questions. Is it in stock? Yes. Do you have this color? Yes. Do you have this equipment on it? No, but we can get it. How much will I have to pay for it? That's a great question. We're the best dealership in town. We're a volume dealership. You can't beat our price. When would you like to come in? And let's say the customer goes ahead and hooks right there and says, it's 10 o'clock on Saturday. Now, the BDC gives that to the management and says, I've got an appointment, 10 o'clock on Saturday. This is what the customer's looking for. Whether that's passed to a salesperson or not, just depends on the store. The problem is that customer doesn't show up. Nobody loses money on it. All I know is there's thousands of digital messages out there trying to get the customer to call the dealership, try to get the customer to hit an email or a chat to the dealership. And if a customer showed up in a car, every salesperson would run out toward that customer and walk completely away from that digital customer. So here's the deal. I think that every digital customer, regardless of how much, if it's a little tiny bit of information, I'm interested in a 2020 Highlander, that's enough. They should be assigned a salesperson right there at that very first moment that they've contacted the dealership, or we got that lead from Cars Guru, Auto Trader, from the Toyota website, or from our website. And you should have a video prepared. The manager that runs a BDC ought to have a video of every salesperson. I don't know how the dealership separates this up system. I don't care. All I know is if it's my time, then immediately upon that customer comes out, a video goes back out. Hi, I'm KC. I've been assigned to your account. You're interested in a 2020 Highlander. I'll be the salesperson taking care of you guys. I cannot wait to take care of you. If you didn't want to do it right then you can do a generic. Hi, my name is KC. I'll be taking care of you guys. I've been assigned to your account. I can't wait to answer all your questions and take care of you guys. Here's how you contact me. This is my contact information. That should be given to the BDC manager, and we put a real salesperson with a digital lead, and now that lead has a greater chance to show up. I've got somebody plugged in to every one of these. You don't have time to go out and do a video on every single lead. You don't have time, but you have time to do one base video and hand that over to management, and the management uses that to be able to bring the customer in. Put a face and an attitude with every single lead. And I think you'll find that we'll start increasing the traffic to the dealership and your sales will explode. This is the digital world. It will never go back to the way it was before. It will never be 100% traditional. It'll be digital, and digital is going to continue to grow. This has been PK52 with a tip, the Saturday morning meeting.